But here we are, episode 2 of our Instagram live series. So this week, I think we were going to talk about motivation. And so when somebody isn't driven internally, then what would you suggest as far as getting them motivated? Like, for instance, I'm a dietitian, so they want to lose weight or they want to be healthier, but they get in their own way.
So I know for me, like I like to set little goals for myself that are achievable. And every time you check it off, it's like, okay, I can do this. And it will give me more motivation to keep going throughout the day. What's like one positive thing that they could do throughout the day to help them with that whole foods all around? I can get up and snack at any point in time. Like that's your expertise. How can I motivate myself or other people around to not eat all the time or snack all the time?
There's a famous study called the marshmallow study, and it was done with elementary kids. And I talk about this often because I think it's so valuable. What happened in this study is they looked at elementary students and they said, everyone can have one marshmallow, but if you wait until I come back, you can have a second marshmallow. You know, some kids, you saw them playing with the marshmallow. They got really like antsy, smelling it, pulling it, doing all sorts of things. Some people just popped it in their mouth immediately. And then what they did is they studied these kids years later as adults. And what they found was the kids who waited for the second marshmallow were more successful in life. Mm-hmm. And it's being able to put the reward on hold. So the anticipation is actually the reward with food, not eating the food, because we can't remember what we ate last week. We can't even remember what we ate for breakfast, most likely. Take whatever you normally would eat and cut it in half and put that other half on hold, knowing that you can have it later. What about you and getting people to take care of themselves? They're not pushed through injuries, but still moving. So much to talk about.
Last week, we talked about the importance of getting 10,000 steps. It's really important that you add a few new steps in every day instead of just shooting for those 10,000 steps to prevent any type of injuries like foot, ankle, knee, that type of thing. So just set your iPhone timer or whatever just to get up every 30 minutes and change position. Because just by doing that, you've moved your body, you've gone from a sit to stand, you've activated certain muscles. Then when you go out to actually get your steps and walk, you're not going to create any injuries because you're moving constantly throughout the day. And that really doesn't require a lot of energy. It's like, oh, your alarm went off. Okay, let's just change position.
I think it has to come back to what's your why. There has to be like an actual purpose behind what we're doing. And so understanding that by you setting a timer and moving your position every 30 minutes, the long-term benefit is huge.
Absolutely.
And so really understanding what the purpose is in that, because it seems silly, like, okay, I'm going to get up and move now, but the long-term benefit is really huge. Just to recap, you guys are going to practice setting some timers, and you guys are going to practice eating half your normal portion.
I think, though, if you can really take these two small things, which for some people might be really big and really hard, but if you can just kind of focus on these two things, I think your whole body is going to feel so much better.
Yeah.
And actually quite quickly that it's going to be like, oh my gosh, I'm really motivated to do this now. So I'm going to start to do this multiple times a day, and it's going to get easier and easier, and you're going to continue to feel better and better.
You have to be able to practice these things so you have the reason. Like, don't just take our word for it. Put this into practice so you actually feel like you can do it. Send us any questions or any comments. We'd love to help, and hopefully this little conversation helped motivate you guys.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Lindy.
Thanks, Kim. Talk to you later.
Okay, bye.
Bye.